Hello epic viewers from my multiverse, prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting captaining stellar video is about to be brought to fruition. What will this video entail, you may ask? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Today, I'm going to be rendering my purchase in history for the months of May 2016 transparent. I'm going to reveal the items that I bought off eBay this month transparent. So this is my purchase in history for the month of May 2016 revealed. Without further ado, without further procrastination, let's get started. Let's delve into the nitty-gritty of this video. So most recently I purchased Dr. Midnight. He's a part of the DC Universe Classics action figure line. Do you have any qualms appertaining to purchasing him for a grand total of $10.95? At the moment I do not. In retrospect, I would have retained my purchase and decision. Hopefully he will not arrive dismantled. Hopefully he will not arrive severed. Hopefully he will not arrive decimated. But if he does, then I'll have to take recourse. So for under $11, you can't go wrong procuring a Dr. Midnight action figure if you're an avid devout DC Universe Classics collector. Next, I purchased the Yu-Gi-Oh! Action figure lot. I purchased an assortment of Yu-Gi-Oh! Action figures for $14. Do I have any qualms about this purchase and decision? I do not. I'm an avid devout Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. I relish the theories. I love the action figures. Action figures have high quality paint applications. They have high quality shadings. They have high quality textures. They have high quality aesthetics. They're not up to par with SH Figure Arts action figures. They're not up to par with DC Universe Classics action figures. They're not up to par with Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figures. But for under $3 each per figure, when you divvy up the cost amongst all the figures, you can't go wrong. So for under $3 for a decent quality Yu-Gi-Oh! Figurine, you can't go wrong in my humble, subjective, personal opinion. They were high quality figurines for their time, but right now the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines trump them exponentially. Moving on, I procured a myriad of Marvel Legends figurines for a grand total of $51, which encompass variants of Spider-Man, variants of Daredevil, X-23, the first appearance Iron Man figurine, and the Ultimate War Machine figure. These figurines have yet to arrive. The shipping is pending, but I'll likely be gratified upon receiving them. So for under $8 per figurine, you can't go wrong if you're procuring Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures. Some of these figurines are Hasbro Marvel Legends figures, but that doesn't mean that they don't have merit. They're just not as stupendous when compared and contrasted to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures. I procured a DC Universe Classics action figure lot that consisted of Teen Titans members. Do I have any qualms about this purchase and decision, considering I paid roughly $18 per figurine when you divvy up the cost between every figure in the set? Well, in hindsight, I do not. I love the 5 Teen Titans members, and I always wanted to purchase the DC Universe Classics versions of them. Unfortunately, the seller neglected to adhere to my request. I asked him if he could split the lot, and he refused to do so, so I had to concede to the hefty premium price to forgo buying them. So I decided to buy the lot, even though I now have duplicate figurines of Superboy and of Nightwing. But even with my duplicate figurines, I still don't regret purchasing the lot, because I love the Teen Titans so much, and to me it wasn't worth it to buy them individually for more money than I otherwise would have spent. Alrighty, next I also purchased a lot featuring Imperiex or Imperiex. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. It also came with Steppenwolf, Big Barda, and Desad. Imperiex is amazing. He's burly, he's hefty, he's muscular. These DC Universe Classics figurines are of utmost high quality. They're on par with Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. They have quality hues, quality aesthetics, quality textures, quality shadings, quality sculpts, quality accessories. They were sculpted by the Four Horsemen Studios Corporation, and they're just incredible. But for under $45, you can't go wrong, especially if you obtain a Build-A-Figure in your DC Universe Classics action figure lot. So when I divvy up the cost among all the figures, I spent under $50 per figurine. The grand total was $44.95, and if you divide that by 4, it's significantly under $15. But to get Imperiex under $15 is just a magnificent deal. And then I also purchased a DC Direct lot featuring 5 villainous characters in mint condition. These characters, I guess, are supposed to be sadistic, coercive, villainous, evil, diabolical, and I love the DC Direct action figures as well. They may not be up to par with DC Universe Classics action figures, but they are still meritorious in spite of their shortcomings. So they don't have as many points of articulation. They have disparate designs than the DC Universe Classics action figures, but in spite of their shortcomings, they still offer tremendous value to the prospective buyer. So for $50, I don't believe I went wrong getting 5 DC Direct figurines in near mint condition. I got Gorilla Grodd, Captain Cold, Shade, Mirror Master, and another villainous character. Then I also got a battery because my mother needed to replace her phone battery for the Samsung Galaxy S4, and that battery costed $1.98, but the replacement battery for the Samsung Galaxy S4 is likely more than $1.98 today. I got that earlier in the month. And then what else do we have? Then these were my last 2 purchases of May. I got a DC Universe Direct / DC Universe Classics action figure lot featuring characters from the Justice Society of America, and that lot was sold to me for under $60, but for under $8 per figurine, you can't go wrong. I believe 8 figurines are encompassed within the lot. 8 figurines comprise a lot, and they're either DC Direct figurines or DC Universe Classics figurines. It's a mixture of both, but I love the DC Direct action figure line. I love the DCUC action figure line, and with this lot you get the best of both worlds. It amalgamates stupendous, high quality, incredible figures together for one price tag of under $60. So when you divvy up the cost among all the figurines, it's under $8 per figurine. And then this other lot almost eluded me. The reason being is because someone bought it previously and then the seller relisted it, so I presume that someone reneged on their behalf and desisted from honoring their end of the voluntary agreement. In other words, when you buy something on eBay, you're essentially obligated to pay for it. But I presume that the initial buyer reneged on his word, or reneged on his bid, so the seller relisted it, and I bought it, and I paid close to $61, but for DC figurines, a variant of Bishop, the Greyhawk figure, I mean, you really can't go wrong. I love the Marvel Legends Greyhawk figurine. He's burly, he's bulky, his muscles accentuate his physical prowess. He has over 25 pi points of articulation. He has finger joint articulation. And then we have Lobo, who's a bounty hunter. He's an incredible figurine. I love his details, I love his sculpt, I love his paint applications. He's just extraordinary. Unfortunately, that Lobo lacks double jointed knees. He also lacks double jointed elbows. And then we have the Question. We have the Cyborg Superman figurine, and apparently a custom Hulk. We also have the variant of Bishop. So 5 figurines under $60. Slightly over $11 per figurine, closer to $12 per figurine. You really can't go wrong if you're getting DC Universe Classics or Marvel Legends or DC Direct figurines, and they're compiled into one lot. So in retrospect, I mean, I really can't complain about my purchases. These figurines are just marvelous, they're stupendous. Their epicness is ineffable. I saw I bought them for decent prices. Paying under $10 per figurine is always ideal, and sometimes you may have to pay a bit more, but I typically don't spend over $20 per figurine, almost never. But in this scenario I was willing to, because I wanted to obtain the Teen Titans members, and if I bought them individually, then it probably would have cost me anywhere from like $20 to $50 per Teen Titans figure. So I just figured that I might as well buy them in a lot, and after doing the math, it was cheaper, even if I had to buy an extra version of Nightwing and Superboy to secure the lot. So these listings appease me. I hope that you deem this video to be intriguing and enthralling and insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.